the concept of going beyond good and evil, which is inherently a foundational bedrock of the Aryan philosophy and Dharma, because there is no good and evil when it comes to Dharma. Someone's Dharma, like a lot of people, will comment or maybe ask this question during the live stream. I've had comments, you've had comments, I know for sure, on your content about the concept of Dharma when it comes to serial killers and people that are just criminals, murderers, this, and that. And they're like, well, are these people following their Dharma? And sometimes we got to say, yes, they are. Doesn't mean you got to agree with it. Doesn't mean it's dharmic to you, but it might be dharmic to them. It might be non-dharmic to them, and they're actually living out of alignment. And due to certain circumstances, they've been pulled into directions that is against their Dharma. But at the core principle of this, there is no such thing as, right or wrong in the concept of Dharma. There's only what is dharmic to you and adharmic to you, what things that bring you closer to your full expression of self and things that pull you away to the full expression of yourself. And again, like you just said, these things might change over time. Your full expression of yourself might morph and evolve and change. And we have pretty good examples of this with the two people talking on this live stream right here. The content that I was making just a year ago is completely different than the content that I'm making right now. This is dharmic to me. The stuff I was doing before is no longer dharmic to me. The content that RTT Skylar is making on his new revamped and rebranded channel is dharmic to him. Maybe the things beforehand that he was doing, if he kept continuing this content, is no longer dharmic for him. So these things evolve, and that is a core essence to me of Dharma. There is an evolutionary aspect of it, and sometimes the evolution, the change, or the chain of events stops because maybe that is dharmic for you to kind of settle down in a specific expression. But for individuals that have that creative spirit that want to continue pushing the limits, this is a part of their Dharma. So you can't just be like, oh, well, my Dharma is to be a fucking astronaut. My Dharma is to be a fucking plumber. It might be a plumber 1 year, and then the next year it's being an astronaut, So it always has this evolving chain of events that is what you've mentioned before in your content, pulling that thread, that golden thread of your Dharma that just, it's an infinite thread for some people, but it is that climb up the mountain that just continues to get higher and higher and higher up. But of course, there is this idea that you first must be able to recognize Dharma in its first expression to you. And when I say that, I'm talking about living life beyond attachments, which is what we talk about in the right-hand path, Dakshin Ashara, to be able to fully express your Dharma to the fullest extent without your actions, your behaviors, your circumstances, and all the things, your thoughts and modes of existence are no longer entangled by attachment to Maya, attachment to compulsions, attachment to, reactionary ways of living. They are all chosen by you, and it's all a form of indulgence, as you've talked about before, which is the stepping stone and the opening the door to be able to express your Dharma. For the full lecture, click the link posted in the pinned comment down below.